Hey folks, Drew from Green Envy Nursery here. This one video is about finishing up your clones and what the proper conditions are to have them in. So at this point, I'm done for now. I'll add some more later, but at this point I'm just going to spray it down with some distilled water. And this isn't to moisten it, but just basically to give it a little rinse off of that bleach mixture that's on there. If you do it or don't, it doesn't matter. It's just better off to just give a quick little rinse like that. So at this point, we're gonna dome it, and what you want to do is make sure the dome is dry actually on the inside, and keep that dry every day. So basically, every day you're gonna come back and open it up, wipe the inside of the dome dry, and cover it back up. You want all your vents closed for 10 days. And at that point, what you're going to do is water it with a bloom solution, a light bloom solution, which will encourage root growth. So you don't do any watering in between. And like I said, just come back and keep drying off this dome. After 10 days, once you start watering it, you can start changing the humidity. So you're starting at 100% humidity, and then you want to slowly bring it down to the surrounding humidity that it's going to be going into. So what I like to do is I use these little push pins. You can do anything to lift up the corner, or just turn it off, but I just like to use these because what it does is you open one corner at a time, you add one, then you can come back the next day, add these, or add another one. So what I would typically do is after 10 days, the first thing I would do is start opening these vents. You might start a little sooner than that. It might be like 7 days that you start opening the vents. Once you have your vents open, like I said, around 10 days is when you water and start putting your first pin in. So once you would have all 4 pins in at that point. And then what you can do is actually just like slide it open, start from there, and then you're just slowly sliding it back and creating a bigger air gap. It's really important to maintain the proper conditions. So good enough isn't good enough for when you're trying to propagate. So good enough is for house plants or your garden. You just need to keep it going, and sometimes it's a little dry, but it's fine. When it comes to when you're trying to propagate, everything needs to be on point. You need to have your temperature at least 70 degrees. Heat mats don't really work out well because you're putting too much heat from the bottom. You want to try to create the ambient temperature to be at least 70 degrees or above. I used to try around 65, and it just didn't work out very well. So, and then again, humidity control is very important as far as making sure. The most important thing is it doesn't rot. That's everyone's so concerned about things drying out. The fastest way to kill a plant is overwater it. So same thing with when you're trying to propagate. Too much moisture up top is going to rot the plant. So and back when I was first using domes, I used to spray the plant and spray the domes, and I found it so much better to be more moisture on the bottom and less moisture on the top. And this layer of perlite really helps out well in that regard of trying to help maintain the moisture. Now, if you put your cubes in too dry, the perlite will suck all the moisture out. So you don't want to shake them off too much when you are first bringing moisture to them. So that's it. You keep them covered for the first 7-10 days. Start breaking them open, and then from that point we'll have another video of where to go from there. All right, thanks for watching, and see you next time.